Hello guys, welcome back to another episode, and in this episode I'm just going to talk about E3. Like, now it's all over, I'm just going to talk about what games interested me, like, and what games and what I think of it overall. Like, that's just going to be this video's main talking point, E3. E3 was pretty good in some parts, but was not very good in some other parts. Such as like Bethesda's stupid Bethesda Land. I don't know what that was about, and they didn't really show many games. They really need to go away from Skyrim, because they always seem to bring out something new for Skyrim and just not move on from Skyrim. To be honest, I heard they were going to bring out a new game, but it didn't show that either. But overall, I think the Bethesda conference was just okay. It was like they only had one decent game there. I think that was Wolfenstein II, like the second sequel to the original one. What did I think? Like, and I'll move on to like other conferences, such as like the Sony one. I thought that was pretty good. They definitely focused on games, but most of the games they were showing, like, been announced before and shown gameplay before. There's nothing new there. So the only game that really caught my eye in the entire conference was Days Gone, really. Like, they had bodies hanging from the stage during the conference was pretty cool overall. Detroit Become Human, that was good because it kind of looks like a game where you can go back and make different choices and it'll affect the game, and I thought that was a really good idea for a game. So I'd talk about Microsoft's conference now, but I think Sony's conference was pretty good. They showed lots of games. Obviously, they had the new Spider-Man game there. That looked good, but it was like quick time events, but I'm not sure. It might kind of work for Spider-Man because it kind of looks different. Like, it might work better than some other quick time games. Like, I think Spider-Man games have always been quick time events anyway. And the new God of War looked really good. Like, I've never played a God of War. This would be my first God of War to play if I get my hands on it. Obviously they got they obviously showed Uncharted, like the Lost Legacy. I think that's like, I'm not sure if it's DLC or separate game altogether, but it looks like they expand on the story of Nadim and stuff. Also, they got, let's talk about the Xbox One. Nothing really stood out for me in the Xbox conference. The Xbox One seemed a bit too expensive. I think they did show Anthem though a bit more, which looked a bit like Destiny, but kind of a lot better looking and more fun to me. So I might even pick that up when it comes out. But nothing else stood out for me except for this game called The Last Night, I think it was called. It kind of reminded me of Blade Runner a bit, but like a 2D pixelated indie game, which looked pretty good to me. And you got the Ubisoft conference. I thought was the best overall. They had loads of new games that I've never heard of. Like, they had this game called the Skullenbones. It was kind of like this game on PC I've seen called Black Wave, but it looked a lot better. Like, it looked kind of like Black Flag did on remember that Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but they've just got all the elements from the ships from Black Flag and made it into a single player game, which looked pretty good. And it's a multiplayer game as well. I'm not sure. I think there's a single player as well. Finally making a Beyond Good and Evil 2 after 15 years since the last one, which I've been waiting for since ages ago. They announced it like ages ago, but they didn't show anything. They finally released a trailer for it. Hopefully it's going to be a good game. I know it's going to be an RPG game, like a really ambitious one. The only other game I could think of from the Ubisoft conference was Assassin's Creed Origins, that looked good. It looks like they've actually made it into a better game. It's gone to Egypt this time, and it's a good thing they took a year off and focused on this one, because the last Assassin's Creed game wasn't very good. But this one should be good, hopefully, if there's no bugs in it, because Ubisoft always seem to release a game not properly finished. So, and then you got the EA conference, which is the only game they showed. A lot of sports games, but I'm not into sports, to be honest. I know people are. I know it's a popular thing, but like they showed Battlefront 2. That was brilliant, because they listened to all the fans by bringing free DLC, a single player campaign, and all the future DLC will be free, which is a big change, because that'll bring players to this game, and it won't separate people that don't have the season pass and do have the season pass. But I think that's my take on E3. It's been okay this year. It's not been the best one, but it's not been the worst one. What did you guys think of it? Let me know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe and comment. See you guys in the next video.